So when she got tough, I got tougher. But I also kept it cute because the bitch was cute. What? What? You crazy. And I had to let her know in person, like, you were just such a clout chaser. Like, the biggest clout chaser. But now when you start coming for the queen, I gotta show you, baby, it's levels to this shit. And you're not up here. You're good, but I'm greater than great. Like, I'm up here. And I had to let her know, like, hey man, this is not what you want. Not in the ring or outside the ring.
Claressa Shields has finally broken her silence after the viral altercation with Alycia Baumgardner, saying she reacted after feeling disrespected during the event.
Her disrespect continues. She went on a whole little Claressa Shields tour. So when she did that, and then I seen her in person, it was like, you got to see me. It ain't gonna be oh, I see you in the distance and I'm gonna ask you what's up. And then, she did a couple things though. We went from, like I asked her, from being cool to now she online calling me ugly. Now she online saying that I can't box. Now she online saying she a better boxer than me. She knocked me out. Those fighting words. So of course, when I see you, I got to check you. And that's exactly.
Many people online praised Alycia Baumgardner for staying calm during the confrontation, calling her reaction mature and controlled. But Claressa Shields completely rejected that narrative, claiming Baumgardner had been provoking the situation from the very beginning. In a social media post, Shields said, "Before this, she already told me, I'll beat your ass right now. So that fake classy image never existed. I'll be posting it tomorrow." Now, some boxing analysts believe the viral clash is being judged too fast, arguing that fans should hear both sides before deciding who was really right or wrong.
Per se, I'm not condoning that behavior from Claressa Shields, right? I mean, of course, come on, you're a woman, you're grown, all right? That just looks bad. Slapping, you just bringing too much hood to this shit. Like you slapping Alycia, whatever she had to say, come on, man. But then there's also a bit of me that's like, fellas, anybody in the war room, any of y'all watching, somebody looks at you and you have beef with them and they say, I'll whoop your ass right now, bitch. But then it's up.
Shut the fuck up always. Get out the way. I want to get in there. No.
Not condoning it, right, Claressa? You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. That is not being professional. That is not being ladylike. That's not being grown. You shouldn't have done it. It's totally embarrassing. But I get the snap.
However, several analysts and fans still believe Claressa Shields crossed the line by getting physical during the confrontation. Regardless of what may have been said, critics argue that as one of boxing's biggest stars, Shields should have handled the situation more professionally, saying the incident ultimately hurt her public image.
You didn't like her words, so you physically accosted her. And I told you guys, in my videos, this is crash out behavior and really a bad look for Claressa Shields. One, Baumgardner weighs 130 pounds. Was not dressed to fight. She was dressed for the occasion in a dress. She went to her own promoter's event to have a night of women's combat sports, the return of Ronda Rousey, the return of Gina Carano, who lost 100 pounds, to be there, right? Also getting to see knockout artists like Francis Ngannou, fan favorites like Mike Perry and Nate Diaz. She didn't come to be dodging punches and fight. She wasn't in a training camp. So despite not liking what someone's...
Following the incident, Most Valuable Promotions announced that Claressa Shields has been banned from all future MVP events until further notice, calling the altercation unacceptable and a violation of the company's zero-tolerance policy regarding aggressive behavior outside of competition.
Most Valuable Promotions, they have made it official. They seen the tape of Claressa Shields physically accosting their fighter, Alycia Baumgardner, and they have finally responded with an indefinite ban. Claressa Shields, 100%, has been banned from future events.
According to boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult, may have crashed out because of jealousy surrounding growing spotlight at the event. He suggested that Baumgardner's rising partnerships with major promoters and entertainment companies, including, have helped push her mainstream profile far beyond boxing, adding even more tension to the viral confrontation.
A little bit behind it is some jealousy. Look at Alycia, bruh. Look at her, bruh. You can't say she ain't stomping with the big dogs. She's killing it. And she knew she was killing it. So that Claressa saying, I hate when you run your mouth. I hate you, bruh. Look at you. You're a champ. You're like killing it as far as you're with MVP. You're on Netflix. Whatever you do gonna blow up. You're a baddie. You're whooping ass. I want somebody to whoop your ass. So, yeah. Even if Claressa doesn't know, I mean, it comes off like there's some insecurities, right? That there's some jealousy, okay?
Meanwhile, strongly pushed back against claims that jealousy played any role in the situation. Responding to a video from Showbiz the Adult, Shields wrote, "Showbiz, there is zero jealousy in my heart about looks. Everyone knows my confidence in my looks, my boxing, my smile, my body is very high. Alycia is jealous of me." Shields also fired back at critics by reminding fans that she remains one of the highest-paid female fighters in boxing history. She pointed to her groundbreaking $8 million promotional deal, arguing that her accomplishments, star power, and influence in women's boxing already prove her value speaks for itself.
She signed a multi-fight contract worth, check this out, $8 million. Wow. That's right, and she says it's one of the most lucrative deals ever for a female boxer, proving that women's boxing deserves equal respect, equal pay, and equal opportunity. Champ, what's up? Good morning. How you doing?
How does that sound, Claressa? Wow.
I'm so excited to finally get it out. I've been keeping it a secret for like a week. It's been the hardest secret ever.
Okay.
Not say nothing about it.
So tell us about that. I mean, you say that this is, of course, the money's great, but this is a statement, though. A statement to not just the sports world, but the world at large.
Yeah, listen, women in sports have been doing a lot the past couple years with the WNBA, soccer, even in boxing. I'm not the only woman who's making money.
Right.
But to have this deal get done, I feel like, I'm getting my just due. I won 2 Olympic gold medals. I have 19 world championships right now.
Come on now.
And I think it's fitting to have this great deal come about. And this is a different talk from the time that me and you last spoke, Nate.
Right. That's great. It's good to hear that. You have, how many fights do you have in this deal?
It's a 2-year.
In a recent press statement, described the altercation with as completely unprovoked, rejecting claims that she started the confrontation. Baumgardner said she plans to handle the situation legally and professionally while portraying herself as the victim in the incident that shocked the boxing world.
Now, Baumgardner also put out a press release. Pay attention. When your purpose is to elevate, there will always be people who attempt to pull you down to the level in which they operate. The situation that occurred on Saturday was unprovoked and entirely consistent with the individual involved. While attending the MVP inaugural MMA event as a guest, I was physically assaulted, and this behavior follows a continued pattern from someone who has publicly celebrated other fighters' brain injuries, Shadaysha Green, initiated one-sided altercations at press conferences, and consistently displayed hostility towards other women. The conduct is not unacceptable, should not be tolerated in any profession. This behavior reflects repeated pattern of hostility, chaos, and attention-seeking conduct that continues to embarrass women's sports. This situation has been and will continue to be handled legally and professionally.
The rivalry between and has quickly become one of the most talked about feuds in women's boxing. Fueled by social media insults, personal tension, and constant debates over legacy, both champions continue fighting for dominance, respect, and recognition as the biggest star in the sport.
I find myself thinking about why this girl is upset with me, why she's mad at me. But I had an epiphany of when we spoke about VADA, about how I have all the girls signed up for VADA as we get ready for our fights. And so as I'm having this talk with this individual, she gave me a look and she said, "You're right." So she went and got signed up for her fight. That's why I didn't ever think that she was really dirty, for one. Because if I mention it and she went and got her opponent signed up for it, her results and everything is maybe why she's upset. This ain't even about no fight with her. It's about, I was trying to figure out what all could have happened. And I think that's where the anger is coming from. That I mentioned it to her, she went and did it, and it didn't turn out the way that she wanted.